Hi everyone, Rev Matt, a Uniting Church minister here in Lithgow. And today I wanted to talk about journeys. They can come in all kinds of different shapes and sizes, from simply going around the block to going right around the world. Journeys can challenge us, they can teach us things, they can create a whole lot of curiosity and awe as we encounter new things. But for many of us at the moment, journeys have had to be cancelled as all travel has been shut down, big or small. And so I just wanted to share with you a little simple spiritual discipline or task that you're able to do at home, kind of based a little bit on the idea of journeys. It's called a labyrinth, and they've been found in all kinds of cultures and religions for thousands of years. One of the most famous ones is in Chartres Cathedral in France, which is tiled into the floor of the cathedral there. They come in all kinds of different patterns and shapes and styles, as I've said, but I'm just going to show you a very simple one that you will be able to hopefully recreate at home. So I'm just going to do it on the board here. And all you need to do is do a simple cross with a dot in each corner. And beginning at the middle of the cross, we just line up some points. So we go from the middle of the cross to the first dot, from the next dot around to the arm of the cross, from that arm of the cross around to the dot, and from that dot right around to the bottom of the cross. Not very even, but you get the idea. It looks a little bit like a brain. And so a labyrinth is a path. It's not a maze. There are no dead ends. There are no right or wrongs. There is simply one path, a journey in and a journey out. This is a very simple, small one. And so the idea is that you can just trace it then with your finger. And again, the idea, like any mindfulness or meditation, is just to simply try to let your thoughts go, put all your focus and your thought just into traveling that path and into the middle, a journey in, and then to follow it back out again. You might also like to perhaps colour if you're doing it on a sheet or with sketching, with some paints, whatever, but a little pattern that you can copy. A more complicated one, based on the same kind of style, is to do our cross again, but this time we put little angles in each of the arms of the cross, and then our dot still. And again, we follow up points next to each other. So from the middle, you come over, and over and around, just following from one point, either the arms of the cross or the dots, or those little angles, around and over to the next free one, creating a path as we go. Up and over, a couple more to go. And I think this is the last one. So this one has more circuits, takes a bit longer to find your way in, but again, same thing, to follow and concentrate on the journey, on the path in towards the middle. Sometimes it feels like you're heading in and then you take a turn and it goes back out again. It's almost like you just concentrate on that path, keeping within the lines and following the journey on the way into the middle. Around again, another circuit, and into the middle, where you might just pause for a moment before you come back out. Sometimes people take questions or things that are on their mind, things they might want to lay down as they travel into the journey in, and then kind of leaving them there as they come back out. But it's about always focusing on the path and on the journey. If you're crafty, you might like to try making one at home. This is one that a friend of mine made on a canvas with string. So there's a raised path there with some tissue paper over it. And again, the same thing, you just follow with your finger, and it's nice because it's got that texture and feel about it as well. There are also commercial ones for sale. This is a much more complicated one, but again, with a nice little groove, the texture for your finger. You can even close your eyes on these kind of labyrinths as you concentrate on following that groove and that path. Some labyrinths are walked. There are some now found in hospitals, in parks, particularly in the bigger cities or in various areas all around the world. where people walk the path. And if you have some leaves, you might be able to make your path by kind of marking through the leaves or mowing on a lawn. I've done them on the beach before and just engraved into the sand this simple pattern, and then watched as children kind of run up and like to follow the little path and wind their way into the middle. So a spiritual discipline based kind of around the concept of journey in this time when we're not able to journey in physical ways. I hope that you find it useful wherever you're journeying, and grace and peace to you wherever you are.